guys requested this tutorial. You better be watching. You come. Ties, hair ties. I'm using these. You can also use yarn, parting comb. You probably just need these two, honestly. Let's begin. This hair was last washed a week ago. I'm too lazy for weekly washes now, so I just do bi-weekly. But when it comes to styling, I'll forever rely on some leave-in conditioner and some water, which is what's in my head. So the first thing we have to do is a middle part. Now, I've personally given up on trying to part my hair because I don't know how to and I don't think I'll ever learn. I probably could learn. It's just that I've gotten so comfortable with being like, oh, what's in the back is none of my business. So I've already detangled the hair. What I'm trying to do right now is just slightly elongate it to try to get it into the puff. So lately I've been finger detangling a lot and I love just how little hair I end up losing, which is actually great because I've been styling my hair every single week for a while now. I haven't totally eliminated combs yet, but for the most part I have switched to finger detangling and I love it. I used to be uncomfortable with finger detangling a while back. I would always start off with finger detangling and then use a comb because I would always think there's no way finger detangling is actually getting out all the knots. And maybe it isn't, but when I look at the hair on the floor when I'm done finger detangling versus when I'm done using a comb, I'm fine. And maybe I'll change my mind later, but right now I love it here. So I'm just going with smaller sections, detangling, fluffing it out, and then putting it into the bun. Now another reason I'm trying to avoid brushes is because I have traction alopecia, and if I'm going to be styling my hair every single week, I have to minimize just how much tension goes around my crown area. And also I just do not care about super slick down looks anymore. I mean, I'll do them sometimes, but most times I'm more than happy to show a little bit of texture. Okay, so this part is going to be a little bit repetitive, and you will see me from time to time reach out for some leave-in conditioner for some parts that feel a little bit dry, especially around the outermost parts because those tend to dry up a little bit faster than the rest of the hair. So while you're observing, let's have a little chit chat about hair, specifically about natural hair being childish. That's something I've heard a lot of lately and I just don't agree. I think it can make you look youthful, especially depending on how you style it. Like this hairstyle that we're currently doing, but to just say it's childish, what do you think that? Any hair type can either be styled to look older or younger. If somebody thought I was younger based off of this hairstyle, it won't be surprising. But that's still based on the hairstyle, not the hair type. And it may be true that for some people, even wearing it in its natural state may actually make them look younger. But one thing I find weird about using that as an excuse to not actually want to wear your hair anymore is that we only draw that line with natural hair. Everything else is okay. You will lose weight just to make sure nobody mistakes you for an older person. You will keep up with your beautiful skincare routines for years upon years just to make sure that that black really doesn't crack. So why is looking younger only horrible when a natural hair is involved? Is it because it reminds you so much of the time when you were a child? When that was the longest time you could go more than 2 weeks without extensions or a wig? Because for a lot of us, whether it's because of school or our own parents, we weren't allowed to wear those things until we were much older. And I can understand that if that is the case, it's not entirely your fault. But what are we doing to try to actively unlearn that? Because for some people, their excuses may actually be true. They may actually be as sincere as possible when they say, oh, my hair makes me feel childish. But have we at the same time tried to figure out why? And what are we doing about it? Have you tried hairstyles that make you look a little bit older? Because a lot of times, our excuses are going to be valid. It's up to you to figure out what you really want and work around it. Anyway, back to the video. I noticed my hair is a little bit tight, so I kind of like put the hair tie back to make it loose. Now I'm just going to take a little bit of hair, just enough to make one twist from the front. And now I'm just going to twist it very loosely, starting almost at the end. And then we divide the rest of the puff into two and fluff it out. Then do the same thing again, a little twisting at the ends of each one of those sections you just made. I didn't realize at the time that I had left out some hair at the back. You can see there, but we can just tuck that in later. So now just twist those two twists together at the back. Again, making sure that it's not too tight because you want the volume from the hair. So it should just be tight enough to hold it in place. Next step is to cross the smallest twist in between and round the bun. And I'm repeating the same thing but from the front because I didn't like how deep in the middle twist was. So I just put my finger in between to just make sure it stays on top a little bit and just go around again. Okay, this looks better, but I just want to lift it up just a little bit more. Okay, that's fine. And don't worry about the shape. I know how it looks like right now, but as long as you have enough volume, your buns are not too tight, you can always fix that later. Let's repeat that on the other section as well. Section the little twist part in front and loosely twist. Section the bigger part into two as well. Detangle and loosely twist. Only the ends. And before this, I made the mistake of twisting the little section into the other bigger part. So if you can pin it away with maybe a bobby pin, that'll be great. If your hair is too short to go around like that and twist without losing volume, just tuck each end on each side. And for the middle part, you can just take it back and then bobby pin it at the end. And to kind of just lay some of that hair sticking up, I just go back in with some conditioner over the edges and the back. But if you want a much slicker look, please use some gel. I'm alright with my hair sticking out a little bit, so some conditioner or just some water is fine. The conditioner kind of just helps sweep the hair into the direction you want it to go to. Sometimes that doesn't even work. The least you could do is just at least help comb the hair easier while still maintaining its curl pattern. You'll see very soon from some of my edges being a little bit curled up. I don't really mind it. After a few minutes, you can take the scarf off. I just did it the next day because I like to do my hair the day before. And the next morning, all I'm doing is just fluff it out to make the bands as big as you want them to, or just shape them a little bit. And this lasts me for about a week. All I need to do is just make sure I put on a scarf when going to bed. And about twice in that week, I'm going to use some leave-in conditioner around the edges. Use a toothbrush to kind of just slick it back. And this is all the hair I lost, all thanks to finger detangling. The link to the girl that inspired this look will be in the description below, and thank you for your very kind comments.